All right, people. Happy day after Thanksgiving. We're all set up here in Evanston, where we got the Celtics versus Loyola Ramblers. Are they the Ramblers for high school? I know they are for college, but either way, 30 seconds left in warm-ups. We're in the good rink. We got some good sight lines. See what happens. This is the Turkey Gobbler Tournament. What's this thing called? We don't know. We got 2 games today versus Loyola this morning and then Fenwick later this afternoon at Heartland Ice Arena. Hey, what's the name of this tournament called?
What's that?
What's the name of this tournament?
O'Grady?
O'Grady, that's what it is. The O'Grady. The O'Grady Thanksgiving Tournament. We're in it every year. We don't necessarily do very well every year, but that stops this year. I mean, this is going to be a tough one right off the bat, Loyola. I was talking to a few of the dads, and they beat York last week. Pretty good. I think York was a tough one for us. But that was earlier in the season. We're a different team now. We'll see what happens. We're in our Kelly green uniform. We got music here. We got almost a packed house. Maybe 30, 40 people. For the day after Thanksgiving and an hour and 5-minute drive to Evanston, that's not bad. We got 10 people on the broadcast already. Who knows how many thousands are going to see it later. Hundreds and thousands of people to review it, to go over the videotape and the commentary, I'm sure. We'll get a shot of the dads here. This is classic dad hockey. Lined up. Just ready to watch. There are little superstars out there. All right, so here we go. Getting ready for puck drop, center ice. Loyola's still in their huddle at the bench. Talking over some things. Game plan. They're in their maroon and white. They do not look like a giant team. They got a couple of big kids, but I mean, overall as a group, they don't look very, very big. So maybe size-wise, we're matched up. We got the boys in green sitting. The coaches have them sitting, relaxing on the bench. We don't want to burn too much energy too fast. So 17 minutes on the clock. Okay, those are 17-minute periods here in this tournament. 3 periods a game, per usual. I don't know that I need to tell anybody that, but I'm going to anyway. All right, here we go. Puck drop. Mason Brandow wins it for the Celtics, gets it back into our territory. I think the key is here you establish a little bit of puck dominance in Loyola. Get them scared, right? Know that we're not afraid to skate with it and possess it. And get them off balance a little bit. You know, they're used to playing these scholastic teams. So we want to try and get it in their zone as early and as much as possible. Here we go now. Kovney with a nice pass. See the Cardwell broken up there by Loyola. Sorry. Trying to get it across neutral ice has been a challenge this first minute of the game. Kovney to Brandow. Brandow loses it for a second. Back to Cardwell. Now we got it across the right side of the ice. All right. Nice little chip out there by Piano, trying to make something happen. Center ice. Ooh, broken up there. Gagliardi in front of the net. Gagliardi and Jacob Carson. Trent Reynolds throws it back into Loyola territory, and Loyola immediately scoots it out, but Gagliardi again gets it back in. Nice little pass there to Jacob Carson. Jacob back to Rodriguez. Rodriguez takes a shot wide of the net. Uh-oh, turnover there by Jacob Carson, but covered nicely. An errant pass to Ryan Shack, intercepted by a Rambler. Susaki in goal for the Celtics. Here comes Samanis, break out with it across red line and throws it into Rambler territory. Centering past the Floody, broken up. Last chasing this one down. He's got Ayala. The last is going to keep it and collide. Intercepted by the captain for Loyola. Now they got it in front of Susaki around the back. It's going to be behind Susaki. Ayala is going to chase that one down. Floody tries to get it out. Flood wraps it around the dasher. Pass broken up by Last, but regained immediately by Loyola. Susaki. Oh, wow. That was a nice save. A joint effort there by the boys because Susaki was off balance and the Ramblers had a nice shot opportunity. Gagliardi and Reynolds doing whatever they can to keep that puck out of their net there. And almost. Nice, a bouncing puck in front of Susaki. And a nice pass there. Mercer's got a one-on-one. Makes a nice move. He's got to have a shot wide of the net. Shack with a beauty of a slapper. That was going to be above the crossbar, but handled by the goaltender. But keeping them honest there. Forcing their goaltender to do something. That was a nice glove shot. So a face-off in Rambler territory. I'm just going to call them the Ramblers. I don't know any other name to call them. Wow. Almost a opportunity there for Loyola. Mercer, turns it over there at the blue line. Shack to Rogers. Now Providence has it in Rambler. Nice shot there by Mercer. That was a shot on goal. Rogers gets shoved from behind a couple of times. Ayala, lost the handle for a second, got it back. Mercer's going to get off, and Kovney's going to come on for him. So the Celtics now keeping it in Loyola territory for a bit. An opportunity there. A bouncing puck in front of the Loyola goaltender. Who's that? Kovney. Rogers has it. Kovney with a chance. And, I thought that one snuck in there by Karkoska. Karkoska. Nice chances, though. A couple, 2-3 nice chances. That was nice. I didn't think he was going to call it for a second. So, passing the puck around in front of the Rambler goaltender. This is going to be a tough game, says Joni. Yes, it is. I agree. Face off. Won by Loyola. Loyola wraps it around their own net. Here they come up the ice. Cross neutral territory. Henry Gagliardi breaks it up. Throws it down to the right end of the ice for him. A nice play there he made, number 22. Here comes Loyola now. Big man, number 77 for Loyola. I saw him earlier, and he was about 6'2" without skates. Around the back of Susaki. Gagliardi off of Cardwell's stick, handed to Brandow, center ice. Here he comes. He's going to have a chance, but he's mobbed by 3 Ramblers. But he's still toking at it. Stir, and his man collide. Somehow Loyola makes a pass, and Shaq. All right, that's going to force the Ramblers to reset. A lot of back and forth there. Miscommunication by a few players, but it resulted in a reset by Loyola. But Loyola has it now in front of Susaki. Puck shoots over the net by the Ramblers. Ryan, Shaq, and Mitch Piano poking at it, fighting for it in the corner of Susaki's right side corner. Mitch comes out with it, makes a nice little move. Stir has it across the red line. Stir takes a shot on goal, has to be saved by the goaltender. So 10-10 left in the first period, and so far, a couple of nice scoring chances by the Providence Celtics. Your Providence Celtics. I doubt any Loyola people are watching. I did meet a few nice fathers before the game, though. Bouncing puck in front of Susaki. Covers it. And Ayala giving his man a reminder that he's here. And don't mess with my goaltender. So Susaki making a nice save. That was a bouncing puck. Those things could go anywhere. And we got some music here, which is really nice. So early on the day after Thanksgiving, we have hockey, we have music. I mean, the sun is shining for now. Gagliardi to Reynolds. Reynolds, a little backhander, broken up. And, Susaki makes a nice save. Can't keep it, but he makes a nice save. And Simonis gets hammered. Red line, and Floody's got it over neutral ice. Centering pass. We got Gagliardi and Reynolds on the blue line guarding that. And here comes Loyola into Providence territory. They take a shot wide of the net. Nobody wanted that. O'Sullivan backed off of that puck. He thought Floody was going to go for it, and Floody thought he was going to go for it. Regardless, we get it out of the zone. Loyola resets. We change a few men. Simonis off. We get a whistle for icing, and that's going to come down to the Rambler end of the ice. That's good for the Celtics. A little bit of chaos there. The time is 9:48 Central. 8:48 left in the game, or left in the first period. I'm sorry. 5-3 shots on goal, advantage Celtics. And that puck goes into the bench, or onto the bench for the Ramblers. Face off in Loyola territory. Karkoska. Mercer keeps it. Mercer again, nice keep, throws it at the goaltender. Goaltender makes a little save. Ooh, stolen by Karkoska. Karkoska's got a nice chance here. Centering pass. Mercer and Rogers had a chance to bury that one. Mercer's going to get off now, and here comes Kovney. While the Celtics keep it in Loyola territory. Kovney comes in, steals it. He's got it in the slot. Looking for a man. Oh, he's looking for Ayala. Pass intercepted. But Ayala, lost an edge. Stolen by Loyola. Ayala's getting swarmed. Karkoska now with a nice breakup. Throws it at his man. Loyola's got it. East to west passing. Now up the ice. Ramps it into Providence territory. Gloved by Susaki. And Gagliardi and his man go crashing into the net. That knocks the net off, and that's going to reset that net. The officials making sure everything's good. They reinforce it with some water. That ought to do it. So the faceoff's going to be taken in front of Susaki by Brandow for the Celtics. Gagliardi makes a nice little block there. Takes it, gets it to Kovney. Kovney gets it to Brandow with a nice little breakout play. Here comes Brandow up the ice. He's got one man, and there it is. Brandow on his own. He had Cardwell to his right. Oh, the Celtics had a nice breakout play. Get it to Brandow. He takes it up the ice, and he had Cardwell on his wing, but he took it. Nice shot. Cardwell was a nice decoy. So the Celtics go up 1-0 on the Ramblers right here with 7:04 left in the first.
Sorry, I didn't mean to take that.
So a couple of nice plays there after winning that, after Susaki turned it away. Some nice passing, heads-up play, heads-up hockey, led to a Brandow breakout and a 2-on-1, which resulted in a Brandow goal. So after the face-off here, we got it in Providence territory. That one's going to cross the blue line and force Loyola to reset. And they're going to throw it out of play. That should be a delay of game and a penalty, in my opinion. But at this level, they don't call those. So anyway, I was going to say, the boys look sharp today. They must have had plenty of turkey last night, plenty of cranberry, plenty of stuffing. And they're ready for some good hockey. So after a slow start, they picked it up the last few minutes, and that resulted in a nice Providence goal that puts good guys up 1 on Loyola. And this is Loyola's tournament. I think it's worth it to mention that. Loyola puts on a nice tournament every year. They put a nice program together. For $5, you could get yourself one. Shaq's going to run this one down. It was tossed to the other end of the ice by Loyola. Uh-oh. Stir had it. It's taken away. That was an opportunity from Loyola. Squandered, thank goodness, because they crashed the net. That's going to be an ice. So that's going to bring it down here to my right. In Loyola territory. .551 left in the first. Simonis, he had it teed up there in the slot, but he just had it broken up. Kusaki throws that one aside, and this is a penalty on Loyola. I think. No, it's on Simonis. It's on Providence for slashing. So our first penalty kill comes with 5:42 left in the first. No penalties by Loyola so far. And Loyola wins the face-off. They have it now in the zone, passing D to D. Donato for Loyola. Susaki with a nice save. Floody, Ayala, Rogers, and Lass out there for the Celtics. Lass tries to clear it. Rogers tries to clear it. And Lass finally clears the zone, but not far enough down the ice to get a change for the Celtics. Loyola's got it now in the slot. Shot broken up by Susaki. Uh-oh. Ooh, nice play there by Lass. His man locked and loaded, but Lass able to get in front of him just enough to break that play up. And Loyola scrambling now to get back in position with 30 seconds left on their power play. The same group of boys out there for the Celtics, unable to make a change in the last minute and a half. They got to be fatigued at this point. Shot just over the crossbar from center ice almost, top of the blue line. There we go, up and on a play. That's going to allow the Celtics to make a change. With 9 seconds left here to kill in this power play. So the faceoff's going to be to Susaki's glove side. It's left. By Brandow. Brandow with the lone goal of the game so far. Gagliardi tries to break that up a bit. Ramblers have it at the blue line and lose the handle. That's going to do it for the power play. And now we're back to 5-on-5. A successful penalty kill by the Celtics. Brings out their fifth man, so Kovney's going to join him on the ice. And Gagliardi, he's going to have a little bit of room. Missed his pass, but able to do a spinorama and backhand it down the ice for an icing. So what could have been a horrible play resulted in only an icing. So face-off by Karkoska in Providence territory because of that icing. Shaq around the back of the Dashers. Rogers is going to get there first. Rogers tries to clear it. Can't. Karkoska poking at it now. And broken up by Mercer. Center ice. So Mercer is going to be able to get it out. That's going to be almost a hook by Rogers. And Rogers now is going to have it. He's going to have Mercer on his right. Cross neutral ice. In the Rambler territory, Rogers loses the handle. And now, we almost had a lone Rambler in Providence territory. A centering pass there by Loyola. Mercer across the red line, throws it. And I thought it hit a player on the bench, but it didn't. Yeah, that hit a player on the bench. That should have been a whistle. Gagliardi able to clear it out of the zone. And they got room now. They got a lot of Celtics. And no Ramblers around. Reynolds now with a nice pass to Cardwell. Cardwell throws it into Loyola territory. Now we're on the right side of the ice. Loyola. Reynolds is going to keep it, though, and get it back down there. No icing. It did not cross the red line. A nice little opportunity here. Cardwell to Kovney. Kovney's going to have a shot. And he tried to go top shelf. That thing ran across the Dashers and got past Gagliardi, but Gagliardi gets it out of the zone. Nice little effort there. Kovney to Cardwell. Cardwell is going to have a chance, and he does. So now the Celtics make a three-man change. Stir, Piano, and Shaq out there for the Celtics. And Stir, deflected by Cardwell. A shot by Stir just over the crossbar. So here comes Loyola. Finally, they get a whistle. They bounce it off one of their players again at the bench. So I was right. That is against the rules. So 1 minute and 6 seconds left. Celtics up by 1. And what I could see, they're playing very disciplined hockey, heads up hockey, nice passing. Other than the one penalty by Simonis, which they called for slashing, I didn't see it, so I really can't comment on it. But if I did, I would. And really, they were successful in their penalty kill. So we know we got that working right. And we're putting some nice hits on the boys, so we're playing physical. Physical within the boundaries of out of control, which always results in a penalty. 30 seconds left in the first period. Intercepted by Rodriguez. He's got an opportunity here. Takes a shot. Saved by the goaltender. Tried to go 5-hole. Rodriguez again with it. Centering pass. Intercepted by Loyola. And that's going to be an ice. The refs are a little slow on the whistles this morning.
Hard game to looks like they're so bad.
Let me do it. Just keep it smooth for the viewers at home. Who we got? 12 people? All right, fine. Lost a few. 13, okay. Tell your family, tell your friends. Smash the like button. Click the link to subscribe. PC Hockey TV for your favorite commentator, Jimmy Gagliardi, and his production crew, Joni. All right, so that buzzer indicates that's the end of the first period with the Providence Catholic Celtics on top of the Loyola Ramblers. 1-0. I was talking to a Loyola dad earlier before the game, and he asked where we played out of, Providence Catholic. Like he was uncertain who we even were. Now, as insulting as I found that, I told him New Lenox. And he said, "Where's that?" And I was like, "All right." Very nice gentleman, though. But we're on the north side here, and no offense to any north siders, but they're on their own island. Nobody else exists. All right, so 17 minutes. Eight shots on goal to 5 for Loyola. Like I said, I like what I see so far out of the boys. Playing tough, playing smart. Just got to clean up the penalties. I don't know that Loyola is going to commit a lot of penalties. They look like a pretty disciplined team. So we grab ourselves a couple more goals, get up on these guys by 3, and then play some disciplined hockey. The key to the game, I think, is the next goal. Who scores the next goal? But we don't want them to bring it back to 0 and have Loyola put one in. We want to put a little pressure on them, and by putting pressure on them, that puts 2 goals, I think. Then they start to feel the squeeze, right? Like, hey, who are these guys? Gagliardi gains the red line and throws it into LA territory. Now Samanis has it behind the goaltender and stolen by a Rambler. O'Sullivan. Gagliardi tries to get his man off the puck, and he does. Reynolds now. Shot broken up by Floody. Stolen by a Rambler. Wow, that was Susaki all the way. But a goal by the Ramblers. Susaki stopped the first shot. It kind of floated around a little bit, and then it was rebounded by a Loyola player and went top shelf on him. So that evens things up, brings it back to 0. Face-off center ice there, won by the Celtics. Broken stick there. Who broke their stick? And Rogers did for the Celtics. So we're playing a man down. Rogers should get off the ice. Playing with a broken stick does nobody any good. Turned away by Susaki. A shot there by the Ramblers. Shaq has it, trying to throw it down the ice, but it's broken up there by a Loyola player. Turnover there. And a goal. Tarkowski had it behind the net. Turned it over, and a wraparound results in another goal by Loyola. So just like that, 2 Loyola goals. And the rink feels a tad deflated now. So the Celtics got to regroup here. A minute ago, they were winning the game. Now they're losing. So just that quick, it changes in hockey. No reason it can't go our way, too. You got to just keep playing the game. All right, so now the key is the next goal of the game here. It's got to be by the Celtics. But Loyola, all of a sudden, they look like they've made some adjustments after that first period and came out very synchronized. Celtics struggling to get it off their end of the ice. Hovney now with it. Cross center ice. He's got a man to his right. Ooh, he tries to go glove side. He had Cardwell to his right, but Cardwell was a nice decoy. And I think Hovney had an angle. And I'm okay with him taking that shot. Good save there by the goaltender. Face off here in front of the Loyola goaltender. Piano for the Celtics is going to take it. Not before the referee has a discussion with everybody about how face off Rodriguez had an opportunity, loaded up on his stick, but it was broken up there at the last second by a Rambler. Rodriguez pokes at it again, trying to give himself an opportunity. That one's going to go up and out of play. It should be another delay of game by Loyola. That's probably the sixth time they've thrown it out of the rink. But again, at this level, they don't call those. So another face-off, and Piano, hopefully another face-off win. Piano to take the face-off. Loyola gains control of it, wraps it around the Dashers, and Jacob Carson. Gagliardi puts a hit on his man, but that results in a woo. Gagliardi, another hit on his man. So that's not going to be an icing. So here comes the puck down in Loyola territory. Jacob Carson ties up his guy. Mitch Piano and Rodriguez, center ice, chasing after the puck. Reynolds and Gagliardi on the blue line. Gagliardi kind of cheating back a little bit. Another collision, center ice. The D-man has it for Loyola. Takes a shot, broken up there by, I don't know if Gagliardi or Reynolds or somebody got a stick on it. Jacob Carson throws it down the ice for an icing. So that's going to be a face-off. But before the face-off, we're going to have a line change all around for the Celtics. .13 left in the second. Celtics trail by a goal. Couple of nice scoring opportunities. Pass by Sturr behind O'Sullivan. But Floody steals it. He's got Simonis. Floody tries to take a shot, and he does, and it's turned away by the goaltender. Now, pass stolen by Simonis. Tried to throw it back into LA territory, and he couldn't. Shaq has it behind Grayson off a dasher board that, we got a 2-on-1 situation. Simonis is going to have a lane. He's way wide of the net on that shot. Just a bit outside. Susaki now. Simonis has it again. Simonis. Pass intercepted. Oh, nice opportunity here. Sturr's all alone. Sturr takes a shot. Saved by the goaltender. And we got a Celtic down.
Out of the game, 2 in a row.
I'm not sure who that is. We got a trainer coming out to see him. Is that Flood or Shaq? No, it's Flood.
I think it's
So number 4, Floody, is down. Aiden Flood. He may have collided with a Loyola player. I didn't see it. Now we got a couple of trainers and coaches looking at Flood. I think he got his bell rung pretty good there. So we'll pan into the bench. We don't like the Flood. So Floody's down for a bit. We'll take a moment and get him all patched up. Come back live for some more hockey action. All right, so Flood's up, being helped off the ice by Coach Oliver. He is going to take a breather here, but we're going to resume play. That's good news to see him off the. Whoa! So somebody got a 2 and a 10. So Loyola got a 2 and a 10 for that. So Floody puts his body on the line for the team. And that's going to result in a Celtic power play. So let's make it all worth it, boys. And let's get a goal here to even things up. Let's make them pay. So we got a face-off here, won by the Celtics. Brandow to Kovney, to Brandow, to Shaq. Shaq's got a little room and took it out of the zone. And Shaq gets hammered after the puck. So that's going to be another penalty? So that's going to result in a 5-on-3, and Shaq must have gotten the wind knocked out of him. Well, we got some parents here that are not happy, but Shaq's up. Shaq's up. He's tough as nails, that kid. He's going to skate off the ice on his own power. He got hammered. He got hammered pretty good. After he just got rid of the puck, he gets hammered. So now the trainer's going to look at him. There's 2 2-and-10s for Loyola. There's 4 men in the box. We have to have a goal here to make any of this worth it. If Loyola even touches the puck, four players on their Loyola for the Celtics. So here come the Celtics, 5-on-2. And they turn it over. Wow. Okay. So Celtics again with the puck. Up the ice, cross neutral ice. 4 players are open. Brandow has it. Back to Kovney. Cardwell with a shot and a save. Nice save by the goaltender. Cardwell had the angle. So finally a shot on goal after a minute. I'm going to reset here and take another face-off in Rambler territory. So we got 52 seconds left of a 5-on-3. God. Oh my gosh. All right, so Brando able to keep it on the right side of the ice. Here comes Cardwell. Simonis takes it. Cardwell's got it. Now they get set up. Dump pass to Kovney. Kovney takes a shot. Deflected. Oh. Brandow tries to save it, but the Celtics are going to have another 10 seconds of 5-on-3 here. And Kovney gets it to Cardwell. Cardwell, and it gets cleared. So one of the guys comes out of the box for Loyola. Now it's 5-on-4 for another 7 seconds and a turnover. D- power play. 5-on-3. Five-on-5 action. There's still 2 guys in the box for Loyola. But those are the 2 that are going to be serving the 10 minutes. So it does not result in a man-up situation. And I'm a little frustrated, so maybe I'll just be quiet for a bit. Okay, we're back. I did some breathing exercises. God, after that penalty, where the 5-on-3, I had to take a lap, do some exercises, but I'm back. So a couple of nice sequences there by the Celtics. But we still see Shaq over talking to a trainer. She looks like she's giving him some concussion protocol. Hopefully he's going to be okay. He's putting his gloves on, so that's a good sign. All right, so we got a face-off here. Loyola territory. Loyola territory. That's a lot of words. Maybe I'll just say in the Loyola zone. Who knows? All right, so Shaq, I see that. He's back on the bench. So he's going to be ready to go. So he is okay after that big hit. So 7:14 left in the second period, and shots on goal weighted heavily now towards the Loyola, the team from Loyola, LA. Brandau to take it. Stir and Gagliardi on the blue line. Here comes the breakout right here, but broken up there by Stir. Nice. Before it crossed the red line, Stir backing up, throws it over the Loyola goaltender. And here comes LA now into Celtic territory. Puck scoots behind Susaki. Stir all over his man. Now Gagliardi gets in the fun. Brandau on a 2-on-1 situation. Cardwell off his foot, but a weird bounce. Cleared by Loyola. And a penalty. Or, no, it's off. The net's off. It's moorings. So Shaq back on the ice for the Celtics, and coupled with Gavin Lass. So they're going to continue to play music while we play hockey here, I guess. Lass to Shaq in front of Susaki. Ramblers trying with a centering pass, broken up by deflected. Puck deflected by Lass. Stir. I'm sorry, it's Shaq. That's not Stir. I'll figure it out sooner or later. Ramblers with a dump pass and results in a zone clear. Ooh, broken up. Nice hustle by Rodriguez. Tripped. But still a scoring chance, and shoots it into the gut of the goaltender. So another penalty from Loyola. It's going to result in a Celtics power play. So hopefully we can clean up the power play a bit. Cardwell's going to take it. One by Loyola, thrown down the ice, but Susaki's going to glove it. Kind of scoot it to Shaq. Shaq's going to get some momentum going around the goaltender. Pass it back to Brandau. Brandau's going to come up the ice, and he's got a couple of men on his wings. But he's destroyed at center ice, and the puck goes back down towards Grayson. Now Simonis is going to go back down the ice, take it behind Susaki. Think about it for a second. Come out in front of Susaki, skate up center ice. He's got Kovney and Cardwell, but he passes it to himself, and then he comes around and gets hammered, the goaltender, and cleared by Loyola. So Loyola, now here comes Brandau. Brandau back behind Susaki. His turn to take it up the ice. He passes it to Kovney. Kovney vertical along the red line, gets broken up by a Loyola player and shot on goal by a falling Loyola player that trips Kovney on his way off the ice. And I tell you, a beautiful power play so far for the Celtics. Nobody wants to touch it. So we're going to have a face-off here in front of Sasaki. .43 seconds left on the power play for the Celtics. Face-off on their end of the ice. Won by the Celtics. Ayala has it. Ayala pushed against the boards by an LA player, but he gains control of it, comes out with it. Cross-ice pass to Reynolds. Reynolds scoots it into LA territory. And now it's a 1-on-0 situation for Loyola. And a goal. A shorthanded goal on what was a Celtic power play. So, okay. So now Loyola's up 3-1 on us on a shorthanded goal. Reynolds to Rodriguez. Rodriguez takes a shot. Nice looking shot, gloved by the Rambler goaltender. Nice job there. Made the goaltender work for it. So 3:42 left in the game. Loyola up 2 on the Celtics, 3-1. Celtics struck first in this game, and then 3 unanswered by Loyola. One of them is shorthanded. Well, Sullivan's got it. There's Simonis. Simonis has room. Simonis makes a move. He's got the outside. Oh! Centering past the Floody. But Floody was tied up and he couldn't get the stick down. But a nice looking pass. That would have been a beauty of an assist and a goal. Simonis tripped. So another power play for the Celtics. So regardless, the Ramblers continue to commit penalties and they're still winning 3-1. Yeah. All right, so face off here in Loyola territory. Johnny Cardwell, and he's got Simonis and Shaq on his wing with Brandau and Kovney. No, I'm not French. Shaq Cousteau. I'm not French. I'm frustrated. Here comes Brandau, keeps it, and a nice pass to Kovney. Oh, a beauty of a shot by Kovney off of Cardwell's stick or skate. Makes him pay with 10 seconds gone by in the power play. I mean, that is an A+ power play from the last one. Drastically better. And that puts a smile on the Celtics' faces, along with some of the parents and the commentator. So a face-off 1 results in a Celtics goal. Winning faceoffs is the key. Faceoff center ice. Turned away by Susaki. Susaki back in his crease now. Uh-oh, he's going to have to make a save here, and he did. Couldn't glove it, but he did make the save. Uh-oh, centering pass broken up by Kovney. Nice job there by number 11, Nick Kovney. Throws it down the ice, and that's not going to be an icing because of some Johnny Cardwell hustle. Charlie hustle by Johnny Cardwell. That's what they used to call Pete Rose, Charlie Hustle. An old baseball player for some of you younger viewers. I don't know if there are many younger viewers out there. Cardwell has it now, looking for his man, Piano. Back to Cardwell. Cardwell with a spin around shot just wide of the net, but there's a whistle, and it might be on the net. The Loyola dad hovering now. He must be the goalie dad, screaming at some of the Celtic players. Face-off taken by Piano, won by Loyola. But Piano gets back in the action, ties it up. Loyola controls it around their goaltender. Around the defender for the Celtics, Gagliardi, but now, Rodriguez makes a nice little shuffle back pass to get it across center ice. And Piano doing a nice job of sticking with the puck. Gagliardi is going to take it around Susaki, and he's going to scoot it over to Jacob Carson, who's going to take a hit, but Piano's got it. Center ice, here they come. Piano throws it up the ice for an icing. So the faceoff's going to be in front of Susaki because of that last icing. Shot on goal, turned away by Susaki. A nice, easy shot. And now the Celtics break out, and here comes Kovney. He's going to have a chance. Oh, and he just lost the handle of it and avoids a hit there behind the net. Kovney making it look easy, even though he did lose the handle. But he had pressure on him. He had two Ramblers running him down. So 48 seconds left in the second period. The Celtics looking to tie this thing up. Brandau. Face-off won by Loyola. Thrown down the ice. Intercepted by Shaq. Shaq lost the handle. Got it back to Brandau with a little redirect skate kick. Brandau's going to have it back, and it's going to be a 2-on-1. Brandau goes top shelf for his second goal of the game. And he ties it up now. Brandau took the pass from, I think, Shaq, kicked it center ice with his skate, regained control, took it, and finished off on his own. Brandau, that was smooth as silk. Brandau with his second goal. I think he did it all alone there. I don't know if they're going to give Shaq the assist. They might. But a nice play by Brandau to tie this up right before the end of the second. Exactly what the Celtics needed. So the last thing we want to do here is give up a last-second goal by the Ramblers. Nice. Ooh. Oh, I tell you. sometimes. And that's going to do it for the second period. So nice gameplay, disciplined play. Stay out of the box, get it to your playmakers, and watch it happen, right? Brandau having a heck of a game. 2 goals. But we're going to take a break here for a nice cut. And I'm going to give my vocal cords a rest as both teams go to the locker room and they're going to regroup here. So we got a tight one here, Loyola and Providence, 3-3 going into the third. All right, we're back here. Third period. Third period action, getting ready to start. Celtics and Loyola tied up, knotted up here at 3. I was just talking to another dad over at Loyola. Nice gentleman. He's got a whole production crew like we do. Matthew, the Apostles. They call themselves the Apostles. They had a bunch of guys. Matthew, I think John was the other guy's name, and they had a little broadcasting setup. He was giving me some tips and tricks. They got a few angles, and we'll see. Maybe I can add a few things to my repertoire. Who knows? But they don't have they can't commentate for whatever reason. Maybe they couldn't keep it clean or impartial, which I'm trying to do. Sometimes the blood pressure gets a little up. I'll control it though. I'll get it back. I'll get it back even. All right. So 3-3. Third period action, getting ready to start. And the referees, the officials meeting at center ice. The Celtics have done a really nice job the second half of the second period, turning it up and resulted in a couple of nice goals. And a tie game here to start the third period. So 17 minutes left to decide what happens here. I think it's crucial for the Celtics to come away with this victory, but I say that every game, right? Has there ever been a game that I haven't said it's crucial for the Celtics to win this game? I've never said, we don't need to win this game. No. Super fan, Natalie Coveney.
There you are.
Super fan. Face off here, getting ready to be taken by Mason Brandow. Mason Brandow with 2 goals already in this game. Would love to have a hat trick for Mason. I was just talking to his mom at the intermission. She is very happy with her son's play, as is every other parent here. I'm extremely happy with her son's play. So the face-off is going to come down to the Rambler end of the ice. This game brought to you by, in high definition, streaming on YouTube. Brought to you by, who is nobody? No, there's no official. The official rink partner of the Chicago Blackhawks. Play It Against Sports. And Pequod's Pizza, because I'm thinking about going there for lunch. So, Brandow and Cardwell fighting for it now on the Rambler side of the ice, but the Ramblers come away with it. Throw it in front of the ice, broken up by Brandow. Bounced off his shoulder pad. And an icing by Loyola to bring it back down to their side of the ice. 16-14 left in the third. Welcome all 14 viewers who stayed with me with that second period. It was rough there for a minute or two. I had a few opinions that I kept to myself. It's a good thing. You don't want them living on YouTube forever. Shot by Ayala, turned away.
Come on, boys.
Ayala's going to have a chance again. Ooh, throws it just wide of the net. Rodriguez, he's got Ayala. But he turns the other way. Ayala calling for it. Lass keeps it. Rodriguez turns it to a nice centering pass. Piano. Oh, a golden opportunity there for Piano and Jacob Carson, but they couldn't get the handle. Rodriguez in after it. They make a change. Reynolds for the Celtics keeps it for the green and gold. Cross ice pass there. Ramblers backhand it. Broken up by Rodriguez. Rodriguez takes it, neutral ice, dumps it, and makes a change. That's going to be an icing. He did not gain the red line. I thought he did. I thought he had it by a step. If I would have had replay, we'd go back to it. And I will too soon. Yep. Graphics, replay, everything. Gagliardi's wrestling for that puck with Floody, but it kicked out to the blue line for the Ramblers. Broken up by Gagliardi. Nice little save there in front of Grayson. And O'Sullivan's going to have a chance. O'Sullivan hoofs it out there to center ice, but just poked away by a Rambler. Gagliardi off the glass, avoids a hit, and he's going to have it for Samanis. Samanis, oh, into the net he goes, crashing. Ooh. Samanis, a wrestling match with the goaltender. Samanis always seems to find himself in a wrestling match with one of the players behind the goal. He's scrappy, that kid, I tell you. No penalties, though. He likes to draw those penalties. I like that. So a nice little opportunity there for number 15. So he's going to get off the ice, and here comes Karkoska. Karkoska, Rogers, and Mercer. Shack and Stir for the Celtics. Mercer tries to keep it. But here come the Ramblers, and Stir puts his body on his man. I don't like where that was going. The Ramblers were skating with it in front of Susaki. Out to the blue line now. Donato for the Ramblers has it. Dumps it behind the crease. And they have it in the slot. Saved by Susaki. Out to the blue line. East to west for the Ramblers. Susaki. Stir and Susaki couple together to cover that puck. To draw the whistle. 13:51 left in the third. 17 viewers on this Friday morning. Looks like everybody's taking a 4-day weekend. We got Thanksgiving in the rearview mirror. Now we're looking straight ahead towards Christmas. But first, we have business to deal with. The O'Grady tournament. The Turkey Gobbler. And Providence put themselves in a beautiful opportunity here, a beautiful position. They're hanging in with Loyola. This could do some good things for Providence if they're able to come away with a victory. Thrown down the ice by Brandow, and it's on net. That almost snuck in. I would have loved it. That would have been Brandow's hat trick. A mite-level goal where it sneaks through the goaltender's wickets. But alas, it was not to be. So Reynolds, Susaki with a nice glove save. .57 left in the third. Faceoff's going to be handled by Mitch Piano. He's going to have Stir and Carson. But it's behind Susaki now. Loyola dancing with it out to the blue line, and the shot handled by Stir's chest. And this might be a hand pass, maybe? Not sure what it is. But we're going to go just outside of Loyola territory on the dot. For Mitch Piano to take the face off. Mitch Piano got Rodriguez and Carson on his wings. Stir and Shack on the line behind him. Shaq, a little twister over the stick of a Loyola player. Now it's back around Susaki's end. Here comes Shaq with it to Jacob Carson. Jacob Carson, it scoots away. Shaq throws his body into his man, and he's going to come away with it. Shaq with a nice play off of the glass. There's going to be no icing there. Jacob Carson doing his end. Offsides by the Celtics. To kill a nice little opportunity. Face off just outside of the Loyola zone. Here comes Loyola up the ice. Number 94 for Loyola dumps it. Here comes Ayala around Grayson. Ayala chasing his man down, giving him the business. Punched away by Glass. A bouncing puck. Floody throws it out of the zone. Now it's at the red line. Floody wrestles with it, and he gets it. Cross ice pass now. Ramblers are going to have a shot. Trent comes away with it with a nice little pass to O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan backhands it into Rambler territory. That's not going to be an ice. O'Sullivan and Mercer fighting for it back there. A little behind the pack pass there by one of the Ramblers. Broken up by Karkoska. Karkoska has it. Gets it to Mercer. Mercer across neutral ice. Reynolds takes it. Gagliardi's going to have to go around the ref, and he backhands it into the zone. Nice job there by the Celtics. Here comes Loyola. Shaq. Cross ice to his man, Stir. Stir up the ice to Mercer. Mercer jets it off of his stick. Mercer has it behind the Loyola goaltender. Karkoska Rogers in on the action. 10 minutes left in the, just about 10 minutes left in the third period. Here comes Loyola. Loyola with those big stretch passes. Takes a shot, saved by Susaki. Now he wrestles with Shaq, and that's going to be an offsetting penalty if I have an opinion. It shouldn't be, but I think Shaq going after him a bit there at the end is going to cause the offsetting. You might toss them both, or not toss them, but well, maybe he won't do any of it. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe no penalties. Okay. No penalties at all. That's fine. It's even better, I guess. Oh, ooh, a broken stick by Loyola is going to result in a nice little opportunity there for Brandow. Brandow goes between his legs. Brandow looking for that hat trick. Kovney now behind Susaki with it. Out to Mercer. Mercer across the ice to Cardwell. Just out of Cardwell's reach. Ayala is going to chase this one down. Uh-oh, centering pass and a goal. Ayala got there first, but it was a tough one. And this man centering pass and buried it for the Ramblers. Put them up 1. 9:10 left in the third. Plenty of hockey left. Now here come the Ramblers back into Providence territory, backhanded by Gagliardi around the Dashers. Gagliardi's going to have it again, and he took one in the back. Ramblers come out with it. Nice little kick save there by Grayson, and a shoveling pass by Rodriguez to, a nice centering pass. Gagliardi shoots, turned away by the goaltender. Ooh, a nice shot by Piano, turned away by the goaltender again. So the Celtics are continuing to give themselves opportunities here. And that one's going to come all the way down. .818 left in the third period. Celtics down a goal. Icing waved off. Not sure how. Shaq cross ice, intercepted by the Loyola player. Now it's taken by Shaq again behind Susaki. Shaq off the glass. Center ice to O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan's got it. He's got room. Shoots and turned away by the goaltender. Floody with a shot. Oh, bouncing puck in front of the Loyola goaltender. Would have loved a little puck luck there. Icing is the call. 7:23 left in the third. Face off here in the Loyola zone. Ooh, a shot just over the crossbar, it looked like. A floater by the Celtics. Mercer has it. Dancing. Mercer on his man, not giving up, playing tough. Nice back checking by Mercer. Ooh, Tarkovsky came in. Ooh, off the post. Susaki. Thank goodness. But I don't like where this is headed. Wow, okay. Centering pass by Loyola, broken up by Rogers. Gloved by a Loyola player. And another Loyola player hand passing to each other. Mercer just lost the handle. A shot saved by Susaki again. Rogers tied up with his man. 18 on 18. Rogers takes a big hit, gets right back up. Ayala's throws it up the ice for an icing. .606 left in the third. Celtics down by a goal. Brandau out there now for the Celtics at center position. He's got Gagliardi and Kovney on his wings, it looks like. Gagliardi's going to take it behind Susaki. Up the ice to Cardwell. Cardwell grabs it. Cross center ice now. Back to Kovney. Kovney. Centering pass. Cardwell's got it. Wrestling with his man below the goaltender. But here come the Ramblers. Kovney dives in there to break that play up. Nice defensive move there by number 22 and 11. Uh-oh. Nice play by Gagliardi to backhand it out of the crease and force Loyola to reset. And they do. And here comes Gagliardi around the back. He's going to have a little bit of momentum, a little bit of room to skate. And he scoots it up to Kovney. Offsides. Number 14 tripped in the center of the ice and yelling at number 22 on the Celtics because he's not a very good skater and he just fouled. So no penalties there. That's very good. Don't want to see any penalties here. Unless they're by a Loyola player, I guess. All right, 5:11 left in the third. Cardwell with it across center ice, gets it to Rodriguez. Rodriguez, centering pass broken up by Loyola, but again centering pass. And no, that was a beautiful opportunity. I may have lost it for a second. That thing just outside of the post. That would have been the game tire for the Celtics. And another broken stick there on the ice. A lot of those this game. Ayala over to Lass. Lass up the ice to Rodriguez. Rodriguez has his pocket picked by number 21 for the Ramblers. Ayala chasing it back behind Susaki. He's going to have room. Lots of ice there. Ayala up there to Samanis. Samanis to Rodriguez. Rodriguez with a shot. Oh! Floody comes in for the rebound. So 2 prime time opportunities there for the Celtics. Oh, Loyola able to stave off that Celtic attack. So on the doorstep, the Celtics are knocking on the doorstep for the game tying goal, which is what they need. Shots being outshot 32-22 isn't helping matters, but doing a nice job here, giving themselves every opportunity because that's what they need. 3:45 left in regulation, and they're down a goal. At some point, the coach is going to be thinking about pulling a goaltender. Hopefully, we get a goal before that time comes. Reynolds, blue line. A slapper into a sliding Loyola man. And here comes the puck down the ice. Icing. So the faceoff's going to be taken in front of the Loyola goaltender. Celtics got to bear down now. We need to win this faceoff, and we need to get it out. Gain control of the puck. Take quality shots and go low for rebounds. And just got to crash that net. Be ready to put that thing home. Bury that puck. Brandau doing a nice job with Cardwell tying up his men. 3-on-2 situation, so a couple of Celtics are wide open. But here comes Loyola. Nice job there by Kovney. Cardwell. Cardwell gets it back into the zone. Over the crossbar goes his shot. Gagliardi is going to have it back there behind Susaki. He's going to backhand it to Reynolds. Reynolds, that puck might come out. No, it did not. Brandau. Here comes Kovney. Kovney's got a little room. Gets poked away. Shack and Stir. Stir. Back to Shack. Now coming up on 2 minutes left in the third. And the Celtics still down a goal. Here come the Ramblers. Stir around the back of his net. Bouncing puck. Jacob Carson tries to backhand it. Broken up there by Loyola. Loyola. Rodriguez is fighting for it in Loyola territory, and Shaq's going to have it on his stick off of the shin guard of number 34. That could not have felt good for him. Buck 27 left in the game. Centering pass. Lass takes a swipe at it. Bouncing puck over Lass's stick. No, because we have an empty net now. And Loyola on the attack. That's not good. Okay, so got to be a little more vigilant with the puck here. So we got it. So a wrestling match between Kevin Lass and his man, number 14. 14's going in the box. So it was 6-on-5. Maybe it's 6-on-4 now. No, it's not. Lass offsetting penalties. So the Celtics are still going to have a man advantage because they're going to pull Susaki. So here's the situation. 57.4 seconds left in the game. Celtics have pulled the goaltender. They're down by a goal. They're going to have the extra attacker. A 6-on-5 situation. I'm sorry. If Loyola could fight off this next 57 seconds, they're going to come away with a victory. So here we go, getting ready for puck drop. Celtics call the timeout. They're going over their gameplay. Cardwell to take the face-off for the Celtics. It's a pivotal win here. We got to have this face-off win. The Ramblers, if they win it, they're probably going to throw it down the ice and go for that empty netter. Celtics have it. Nice diving play there by Brandow. .30 seconds left in the game, and I don't know how the Celtics have managed to keep that puck out of the back of their net with no goaltender. So 24 seconds left in the game.
These Loyola kids are spicy.
Here we go, face off. Johnny Cardwell, 24 seconds left, and it's right in front of Susaki, who is back in his net. Here comes Brandow out of it. Looking for his man. Cardwell to Samanis. Johnny Cardwell with a chance to stuff it home, and he just missed it.